Doing awesome.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. How was everybody's day?
Awesome.
Better.
Amazing.
It was good.
Boy, I don't know. It must be the equinox energy or something, but for the last 2 days, I've been bouncing off the wall in joy. It's just incredible. I'm just loving it. Is anybody else getting the same vibes?
Today, yes. Yes. You know what? Because I got some of Pepe's last night. He had this bundle of joy, and so I grabbed some of it. And also, you know what? Well, I just decided to let go of a bunch of crap. I decided, and I woke up this morning, and even though it was like 10:30, because we stay up so late.
You were out late with the boys last night.
Everybody enlisted, all of my peeps, and just thought, okay, I am going to be enjoyed today. It's just going to be a great day, and I'm going to be grateful for everything. Thank you. And you know what? That kind of sets the tone for the day.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So I got some stuff done. Nothing important, but it's okay.
Kelly, did you get a chance to read that channeling I sent you by Lady Nada?
When did you send it?
I sent it on Messenger.
Today?
Yeah.
I didn't notice even. I didn't. You know what? When I get to my office, most of the time I will just leave my purse or leave my phone in my purse and don't even hear it.
Well, anyway, the bottom line of that channeling was exactly what you were talking about last night, Pepe. Yeah, I fell out of my chair when I was reading. I was, fucking Pepe wrote this. I know he did.
How did I find you? How come it didn't pop up?
Oh, that's why you sent it to her. Oh, that's awesome. What
Yeah,
was it called
I sent one to her and I sent one to Harry also.
Okay.
And I was just blown away. I said, this is exactly what Pepe was talking about last night. Talk about deja vu or synchronicity. Boom, right between the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dallas, where did you send it? I don't have it here.
Oh, no. I sent it on Messenger.
No, I'm looking. This is the last thing I've got on Messenger is, what is it? Oh, I just sent you a link to this room, and that was September 16th.
Yeah, and I sent it back on one of the things that you sent me. Because I don't know how to call your name up. I just keep adding to the...
I don't see you didn't send it to me, so it's not here.
No, I didn't send. I sent Harry one. No, you spoke it perfectly. So,
well, it
No,
comes
it's not
through.
here.
Like I said, I was telling Kevin, it says it comes through by itself, and if it stops and I try to recall it, I don't even remember what I said.
yeah.
I can feel what I said, but I can't recall the words.
Right. We're in the process. It's just flowing.
It's just flowing. So,
right.
And so as long if you re-ask the question, then I can get it back.
Right. That was a problem.
You have a different perception too, and a different wording too.
Right. That's what happened with Shelley last night. You lost the track.
Yeah, there was something. It was going off track, and it just stopped. Boom! It just said, it literally wiped it out. It says done. Stop. It had to do with what she was receiving. I had to stop it.
Right.
And so it wiped out. So I wouldn't remember what I was supposed to say because I'm going, okay, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to go backwards and I'm trying to remember what I said. And I could not remember.
The word you were looking for was diverting.
Mm-hmm. Diverting and the other one, Kevin, can you say that again?
Defensive.
What's that?
Defensive.
Defensive, yeah. Okay, anyway, they're both.
Well, Pepe, you just got your dimensions mixed up. That's perfectly understandable.
Well, anyway, it stopped me, and because it was actually influencing Shelley in a different way, so which was good. It stopped me, and then And then we had a chat later.
So
And
why
then-
was it? Why was it?
Oh, it's all cleared out yesterday. You know, it's all gone. It's good. You're fine. You went to sleep nice. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Let's not add things we don't need to know.
Okay, so it's recording. Okay, good.
Mhm. Yeah, we don't need to know it all. It's better if we know. The less we know, the better it is. Knowing too much is actually blocking our growth. So you receive, yes.
Knowing too much is blocking the group.
Your growth, yes. Well, because you're interfering with it.
Growth, not the group.
The knowledge, too much knowledge will allow you to do things on the outer world of it. You're trying to make it work. Now you have all the tools. Now you're trying to use all the tools and you're trying to make it work. The tools are just assistants. If you use them as assistants and not attachment, then you can have all the knowledge you want, whatever you can handle. You have to master the dominion of a disattachment before getting too much knowledge. This is why the soul, your higher self, doesn't give you too much. It gives you only enough that you need to know, a specific time, because you can't know, the humans can't handle it. Not at a level of conscious they're at right now.
And many of those tools are to achieve the exact same things. So, you know, you can have a bag full of tools that are all hammers.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you don't.
It's self-love, pretty much. That's the one key you want to work on, is self-love, awareness, and realization. And everything else is irrelevant. And even if you know all that stuff, lots of stuff, what are you going to do with it? It's not going to change. You still have to create the awareness and the realization. It's not going to give you nothing. It's just tools, remember. You still have to consciously awaken and be aware of it, of who you really are, the free energy that you are. Once that realization becomes more congruent with you, the more it raises your vibration, the more and more and more and more and more. And all the discord is just transmuting, and you're bringing it to the light, and you will start ascending. Once you are aware who you are, you can ascend on demand.
Oh, we don't want that.
You will decide to ascend. You're going to make the choice to ascend when you get there. No,
I thought we'd already made the choice.
What's that?
I thought we'd already made the choice.
I mean, when you do get to that energy level, when you feel it, you're literally in control of it. You will pick the time and the date of when you're going to do it too.
Oh.
That's how aware and conscious you'll be of it.
Now, didn't you say last night, did I understand you correctly, that when we go through this shift, that we're not really going anywhere? It's just the our reality is going to change. We're not physically going anywhere.
Yeah, it's actually going to just be like a different reality for you. The fifth dimension is actually not a separate new hologram where you're going to be physically here, and then, you know, what is that Star Trek word? Beam me up?
Yeah, beam me up. Yeah.
It's not going to beam me up to a new hologram, fifth dimension, 5D. It's actually here. What it is, it's just a frequency you're going to be tuning in.
Yeah.
Right. Because are you familiar with Zora from Howl Earth?
Mm-mm. Zora's familiar. I don't have the knowledge of it. I never asked anything about it.
Well, the reason I was questioning, I just listened to a 3-hour tape of his today, and this Ascension.
Human?
Well, he is he transposes. His son was placed on the planet at the age of 6 from Hollow Earth in a human body, and him and his son switch bodies, and he comes through. It's not as a channel, I guess. It's a walk-in, I guess, is what you would call it.
Okay.
From Hollow Earth, and so he was saying, because everybody was talking about Ascension, and that at the gathering, which is after disclosure and after our DNA is activated, that our DNA contains individual codes that specifically identify each one of us. And at the time of the shift, that according to our DNA codes, we will all leave the planet and either go to a ship or to the planet of our origin, or star system or universe where we all come from, and that the planet was going to completely regrow itself. In other words, it's going to expand. There's going to be 22 powerful earthquakes, and it's going to destroy all resemblance of civilization, and it's going to replace with very lush Garden of Eden, pristine planet. And I'm saying, wait a minute, now that's not the way I understood it from Beppy. So that's my question.
That sounds true, because that's what I'm getting to, is everybody's gonna, so you have free choice of tuning into the frequency. The ones that will tune into the frequency will tune into that field of a fifth dimension, which 3D, the third 3D Earth, won't be their reality no more. But the ones that choose to hang on to the old energy will go through that.
They're going to ride through 20.
They will have the ships for protection or whatever it is.
Well, he said that no one would have to experience that everybody would be evacuated off the planet before it got to that point.
Yeah. No. It doesn't seem to be.
And he said the whole planet could be evacuated in less than an hour.
Oh, definitely. Like you can just.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
I had no question about that, but I'm confused as to what the.
It's not in. You don't want to look at it in a linear way. That's the thing, because you got to look at it in timelines and parallels. Parallel timelines are, and everything's in the now. Now there's so many parallels.
Right.
Well, the ones that hold on to the old energy, that do not want to let it go, they will die and re-embody again to keep progressing their ascension. But the ones that are ready, and the ones that are already ready right now, and some have ascended already.
Yeah, he said that also. Yeah.
And so they will, some will go in the 6th, some will go in the 7th, some will go to the 5th. But you're not going on a different planet, you know what I mean? It's just a timeline, parallel.
Right, right.
Same hologram. So you're just shifting, boom, boom, boom.
And Harry was telling, I don't know if you were there, Shelley, or not in that conversation. He said that being Grand Masters, that we will go first because we have to come back and help the rest of them go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, whatever happens, I guess we're going to see what happens, right?
Well, yeah. Well,
right. It would be nice to ride a ship too.
Well, the only thing we got to do is make the choice to go, and that's it. The rest is history, as they say, or will be.
See, the way I look at things is, and what I just focus on, because everything's irrelevant, right? And remember, everybody has their own parallel memories, right?
Right.
Lifetimes, and there's so many things attached to it. So, and it's not that person is wrong, right? But that is his reality as well. You have to remember, whatever frequency you emit will be the perfect match of it as your reality. There's no running away from that. And it could be anything. So if you focus on looking at the earth to be destroyed and all that, and ships going to come and pick you up, that's the frequency you're going to take.
That'll be the reality you experience.
Yes. And vice versa, anything. So there is no who's right or wrong, or what's true and what's not true. Everything is true, because you create your reality based on whatever you want it to be. Whatever you put your mind on, you become what you think about most of the time.
Well, you all know I'm going to be up and away.
Yeah. It's just the frequencies. That's the power.
Yeah.
The power of humanity. You're a fractal of the source itself. So what limits you? What is it that you can't do if you understand that?
Nothing.
Then
If you can imagine it, you can make it happen.
Yeah. And there's no right or wrong. It's just
Yeah.
a choice. You're just having fun and having a joy. And you're not going to miss, no one's going to miss nothing. They're all going to see it. You just choose a frequency you want and boom, there it is. Done. And that's pretty much it. That's the power. And once you master that and you become a master of your own energy, you won't need nothing. You really are yourself. You are the technology.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need technology at that point.
Yeah. So there's so many technologies out there, right? So you're not going to use all these devices when you realize you are the free energy, actually.
Oh no! Well, why'd you go back in the Stone Age when you got the Cadillac within you?
It's all in you.
Yeah.
You can precipitate anything you wish.
And it's highly portable too.
And you can pass it on, the technology, to the ones that are going to need it for assistance, right? Or, you know, although humans need still the technology, they're going to be attached to it, right? That's a process they might have to go through. They're going to be attached to this technology, and they're not going to work on themselves. But the technologies will assist you for that, to awaken you.
Well, you said the healing after disclosure, the healing ships will come in. They'll come first, is the healing ships,
Yeah.
to get us in our right state of minds after all the mind control these assholes will put us under.
Yes.
And get us physically in shape. You know, with other problems we may have. So that itself would be.
Once you tap into the memory, boom, you're healing yourself automatically.
Yeah.
Because you'll just balance yourself. That's what healing is balancing. It's not really healing.
Yeah.
We use the word healing, but it's actually balancing your energy.
Oh, I know that's how they do it. They call them healing ships, but you walk in and I'm sure it's a chamber of different frequencies and they balance you out and boom, you're good to go on the other end.
Yeah. And it'll be nice because people will know the truth, because people will feel it. You'll have the telepathic. There's going to be no lies. And this is, see, no one can even complain, say, no, they're here to destroy, and they can't. They won't even believe what humans are going to say, because the humans will feel that truth from the source, from the energy and the other entities. You'll literally feel the truth. It's communicating with you through your heart. You'll know if it's evil or not, or benevolent or whatever it is.
You'll sense it immediately.
Oh, instantly. You won't. It's just
can't hide it. Can't hide it.
Love of energy that many people will tear. And they're not going to listen to some idiot out there going, it's going to destroy us. Even that guy that's saying that is going to get the feeling too.
Yeah.
He's just going to have to work hard to tune out of it. Which I think he's going to have a hard time.
Boy, it's going to be so exciting.
But again, it won't be their reality either. Right?
Yeah.
The ones that are not matching the frequency won't have it, but everyone's going to have the chance and opportunity. They're going to make their own choices. But it's done. It's a done deal. It's done. We're there. And we will soon be free. Our minds will be free. Well, once you remember who you are, you free yourself anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, once our memories start coming back, you're going to say, "Duh," you know, what was I even concerned about? You know.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the unknowing that we don't know, because we don't know what we don't know at this point.
Yeah. And it's the trust the unknown.
I know nothing. I've admitted that.
Well, I don't know nothing.
Yep.
No, it's going to be a beautiful ride.
I'll just
Boy, it sure is.
Yes.
And I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can't wait. But enjoy the ride like usual. Yeah.
Well, I know something energetically is going on big time because the last 2 nights I have slept from 10 to 12 hours straight, uninterrupted, just out. And that hasn't happened in months. And then
Wow.
I get up during the day and I'm bouncing off the wall with joy. So something big is going on.
That's cool. That's a nice download.
Yes, it was an excellent one. And I'm sure there was more than one with all those hours of sleeping.
Oh, there's time where I'm knocked out for 2 days too. Literally, I'm knocked out for 2 days. I will sleep for 2 days straight.
Well, Harry was telling me
get
that when he gets some like maybe at an hour at a time, and he's sitting in his chair, wide awake, and the next thing he knows, an hour's gone by, and he doesn't remember what happened in the last hour. Missing time. And I said, well, I guess that's one way of getting one.
Yeah. Oh, see, remember when I told you parallel timelines at the same time?
Right.
That was the experience. Goes back. This answers also your question too, to validate the answer. I was going at 50 kilometers, but it felt like I was going 90 at the same time.
Right.
It felt light, and I can feel the density at the same time, and I can feel the energy source, and I actually got to experience the both timelines at the same time without being here or there. I was consciously present in both timelines. It was for a good 5 minutes too. Actually, felt really good actually. I was ready to fly.
Yeah.
That sounds like bilocating. How can you do that? How can you be in 2 timelines at the same time?
Your conscious is everywhere. If you can handle it, you can be at 4 or 5 places at the same time. If you can handle not going crazy.
I have had at least a half a dozen what I call dimension skips, because something was going on in this dimension, like I open a cupboard or something like that, and where the dog food is there, it's empty. It's gone. So I go shopping and I get a brand new bag of dog food, and I open the dog food shelf. There's a half a bag of dog food sitting in the dog food shelf. I know damn well that shelf was empty because I took the empty bag out of it. Yeah. And I come back and put another one in, and there it is back there again, another half bag of dog food.
Nice.
And that's happened to me about a half a dozen. I call it dimension skips. I don't know, for lack of a better word. Is that bounce into the parallel timeline? Is that how that would be explained?
You're going into the timeline of your future, where you create in the future, and then you go back into your now timeline parallel to experience the materialization of it. You can actually, that's why you can predict your future. You create it.
Oh, so that's a future timeline that I went to?
Yeah, you created a future timeline you jumped into, and then came back. And then
I've had it happen like a half a dozen times.
It felt like a deja vu?
No, it felt normal. I mean, I didn't, the only...
I mean, when you saw it.
When I saw it, I
knew it was empty, and then you saw it was full, but you knew you'd done it.
Well, I think I was overwhelmed with the fact that I know I'm not losing my marbles, because that was like the last one I had, and I had like 5 other previous ones. Not the same thing, but similar too. And I'm saying, well, now I'm trying to rationalize this. I said, no, what is it? It's got to be a timeline skip. It's the only thing I can rationalize it is, and it's not good. It's not bad. It's an experience, and I'm trying to figure out, well, what am I supposed to get out of this other than scratching my head to see if I'm still physical or not?
Yeah.
But,
well, it says you picked one conscious. I don't know if you did you do the other one consciously?
No, I did none of them consciously. That was the whole thing. It was just,
okay.
it just happened. It wasn't anything that I was focused on, or it was just a normal everyday routine. Like I had a $50 bill in my pocket one day, and I was going down to pay the electric bill, and I went down to pay the electric bill and opened up my wallet, and there was no $50 bill in there. And I said, I know goddamn well there was, because I had it in my hand before I left the house. That's another happening that happened to me. And then I lost the cell phone, and I thought I had lost it in my travels someplace, and I had it on my lap last time I remember using it, and I had to go in to get some blood work done to my local vampire shop. And I come back out, and I'm halfway on my way home, and I said, well, where's my phone? And I can't find my phone. So I'm freaking out now, because I have nobody's numbers. Everything I have is in that phone. And if I lose that, I'm in deep caca. So I go back to the nurse's office there and check. Anybody see it? No cell phone. I had stopped at a gas station on the way to get a can of milk, I guess it was. Carton of milk, and I'm checking where I parked the car. I'm backtracking and everything. I get the car home. I open up all 4 doors. I put my hands under the seats, between them, underneath them, over. But I mean, my fingers were on every part of that car, and I'm absolutely freaking out. I'm saying, where in the fuck could that phone possibly be? I said, I've checked every place. Well, I went inside, and I think I had a martini at the time to chill out. And I'm saying, well, there's not a damn thing I can do about it now. I have to deal with this tomorrow. So I get up the next morning, and I get out, and I'm going down to the phone company. Peppy, I open the driver's side door. I look on the driver's and the sill between the seat and the door. There's the freaking cell phone. Now, I would have had to have been deaf, dumb, and blind not to see that, especially since I crawled fell all over that car. Oh, I was happy to see it, but boy, was I pissed. So that was another dimension skip. And I mean, I've got not a half dozen, but 3 or 4 more. But yeah, they've happened to me quite frequently. This was 3 or 4 years ago that this happened. Mm-hmm. So that's the only thing I could attribute to it is a timeline jump.
Yeah. Well, because you're here and you're there. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere. You're just tuning into the frequencies that you consciously are at.
Yeah.
So if you're in a different frequency, you could look for that phone all you want, you'll never find it.
Never find it. No, because I'm in a different dimension.
And it's right in front of you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's just that I was vibrating at a frequency higher than the existence that the phone was in, so I couldn't see it.
Yeah, and look at this way too, because a lot of people do this too when they're searching for things. So as you're searching for this, you're trying so hard to find this phone, and it's creating frustration, and you're looking and looking and looking. That's the frequency you're tuning in, and it's going to give you more of that as a reality. Mm-hmm. Once you let go, all of a sudden the phone's ready.
Well, that's what happened. You know, I went to bed that night and forgot. Well, the martini helped a little bit, but forgot about it. And the next day I got up and opened the door. I mean, just like it almost could jump out and hit me. It was so obvious. Now, I know damn well that phone was not in the dimension that I was in the day before. But like you said, I had a chance, a 12-hour, 15-hour period or whatever it was, that I readjusted the frequencies back to my original reality. But boy,
there's no time, right? It's just made up by humans, the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I guess
sure had my blood pressure cranked up there for
4D must create the time, but yeah, everything's all in the now, so you'll stop time. There is no time, right? What you do in 1 second could go by 3 hours. Right.
Well, this was like 4 years ago, and I was not even a third of awake as I am today. It was like a long time ago. So.
Oh yeah, those are nice recalls and symptoms, and you're gonna see more things happening. Yeah, you've really grown really fast too, Shelley. Everyone is going fast. It's really good.
Well, the last 4 to 6 weeks, I mean, I even notice it myself. I mean, my intuition is just, I can feel it. My conscious is just getting bigger. And I can feel it. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think I was telling Kevin the other day, my little Q12 sits right, or Q24 sits 2 feet from me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first started, of course, you got your hands, 6 inches from it, and you got them around there. And of course, I was getting the energy. I couldn't see or hear anything, but I got the energy. So then the other day, I'm talking with Leon. I come up to him, put my hands, maybe a foot away, and I can feel it. And I said, just for shits and giggles, let's see what's going on here. So I started backing up, and I opened my hands up, and pretty soon my arms are parallel with my shoulders, right? And just when my palms kick in, I can still feel the energy. So then I back up and go to the door on the room, which is about 10 feet away from Leo. I'm still feeling the energy. I'm saying, oh, shit, Leo, you either got awful strong or I'm getting awful sensitive, one of the two. That kind of like blew me away. I really wasn't expecting that experience to happen, but I could feel the energy 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a combination of both. He's probably getting stronger, and so am I.
Well, the cues are strong.
Yeah.
All around you is all strong. It's you getting strong. You're changing. You're tuning in.
Yeah, I'm more sensitive.
As you keep tuning in, you're feeling it.
Yeah.
You're feeling the reality, the real, true, who you are. All that is. You're removing the illusions.
Yeah.
It's an illusion. You're removing it. You're disattaching from all the outer things, 3D, outer world, linear things. You'll start more realizing everything's irrelevant. It's not even real. It's just a creation of your desires.
Yeah.
And by law, it has to materialize on the frequency you match it.
It's just so freaking cool, though. It is just, I'm just so tickled. It's so exciting. It's hard. Well, I don't have to tell you guys. You all feel the same damn stuff. So
now we're all going to have so many desires. Now you'll see the whole humanity have all their own desires and not the same desires that everyone else has.
Right.
A house, car, debt-free, money.
Yeah.
Clothes, Versace clothes, shoes. Everybody wants the same.
Oh.
A helicopter, an airplane.
I get so excited here, I swallowed the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
Oh, Kevin, I've been working on my financial macabre. Could you tell me if it's up to 100% yet?
You've done much better on the points. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Am I good? I did it 7 times, like you said.
Oh yeah, you did. They look great.
It worked.
Oh yeah.
So I'm up to speed again?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, little brother. Thank you. I've been bothering me all day. I meant to ask you last night. I said, no, I forgot to ask Kevin about that. So anyway, that just popped in my brain. Well, thank you.
Yeah. I couldn't track it this time. Last time I could watch the corner go by.
Right.
But this time I couldn't. It was humming.
Great. I love it when an intent comes together. Because I highly suspect that I'm going to need that going at 100% here in a not too distant future, because rumor has it, quote unquote, that Dunford is to take the helm at 1:30 this morning, come hell or high water. That's the rumor. Either peaceably or forcibly, the Republic is supposed to be enacted at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time, which is about 45 minutes from now.
Wow.
So if that's the case, then naturally the RV is going right now, and you guys won't hear from me for a little bit, but I'll be back bearing full pockets.
Yeah, make that 800 number call.
I'm just, this has been such a circle jerk ride for about 4 years on this damn RV. And I absolutely knew at the time I got involved that it absolutely had to happen. There was just no question that it had to happen, because I could see geopolitically what was going around the world in international finance. And, you know, I've traded futures markets and understand the Forex market and all this stuff. And I'm just saying, no. I mean, you can only put so much air into a balloon, meaning the stock market, artificially driven and propped up with rig pricing. And sooner or later, that bitch has got to blow. There ain't no question about it. It's just basic common sense physics. And I'm totally blown away with the fact that the cabal has been able to keep the market supported financially, artificially raising it. But now I understand, you know, they had all this black money, all this drug money coming from every country in the world, and that's how they were supporting it. And of course, we don't know or see anything about that, but I know how that works now. But I understand how they did it. But man, it took a shitload of money to keep that market, just to keep it up, and then let alone drive it up. And the false sense of, oh, our economy's improving. Yeah, right. You believe that one? I've got a bridge for you for sale in New York. But yeah, it has to happen. And I told Harry a month or so ago, well, I think Shelley might have been there too, that it's got to happen, in my estimation, before the 1st of October, because that's the back wall, because the illegal USA INC books close on September 30 of this year. That's the end of their fiscal year. So I would, if I was in the position to call the shots, obviously I would want to get in on the first quarter of the new financial fiscal year of the government. So that would be why I'm reasoning that way. And of course, there's a lot of heat and a lot of pressure from around the world, because every damn government on the planet is broke. And, you know, I got people rioting in the streets in Venezuela because there's no food. And, you know, people rioting in the streets in Paris because there's no jobs. And, I mean, it's just...
They're in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight over another police shooting.
Yeah. Well, I suspect that's a false flag. That guy in the shopping mall, Minnesota there, supposedly stabbed 8 people. Well, that was a crock of shit. That was all. They're all actors. They're all crisis actors, and they're just trying to create still and are in fear. Yeah, instill fear and keep us fighting amongst ourselves, because that creates the loosh that they need to get loose energy to survive on. And now we're all waking up. We aren't as scared as we used to be, and we're onto them. And their market shelves are getting a little empty because we don't go in fear. They've got no energy to suck off us and eat. So that's all false flag. All false flag stuff, all set up and designed. The bombing in New York, they were percussion bombs, and they didn't do any damage. And the reason that they were there, they touched them off, is to distract from the UN national security meeting that they have, where Russia called an emergency meeting because the United States was going in and blowing up the Syrian army people, saying that they thought they were ISIS. And of course they had agreed to the ceasefire prior to. So Russia was all pissed off about that. And that's why they had the diversion of the bombs, so people wouldn't be listening to the political aspect, what was going on with the UN. Well, now today, or yesterday, I guess, well, Russia says, okay, we'll fix you. So they launched 3 rockets from their one of their ships off the coast, and they put it in a cave in just outside of Aleppo, where the big battle is going on. and there was 30 U.S., Israeli, and British commanders that were back into this cave, and they were the ones that were directing and guiding ISIS to attack the Syrian army. Well, Russia said, fuck you. Boom. Took all of them out with 3 missiles. End of that situation completely. And the United States or Israel or Britain can't say shit because they weren't supposed to be there in the first place. So it's a catch-22. I'm sitting here just beaming from ear to ear, and I'm saying, well, assholes, how did you boys make out? Not too well. Finally. Thank God for Russia and Putin, because it would be a lot worse if he wasn't of the light, believe me. It's comical. I mean, if you know what's going on and you watch, my entertainment for the day is reading the news headlines first thing when I get up. I sit here and laugh. It's like reading a comic book if you're awake. It's funny. So look at these assholes. Look what they trying to pull off now. Oh, come on, guys, give me a break. That's so old. I said even a 4-year-old kid knows that routine today. It's like watching reruns.
I think you've hit on a good point that all of this news and all of these events are only as important as the energy that we give them.
Exactly.
Only affect us if we allow them to. And one of the things that we have learned is that our thought processes are under our control when we take that control. We get to choose how we feel about in any different now. And
right.
Now we get to choose how we feel. So when Facebook images come up, our programming wants to go, oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's wonderful. Each different, and I see it. My Facebook goes from kittens and chicks sleeping in a basket together to, bloody children in another country. And I'm like, these are pretty intense contrasts. This is an interesting world I live in. Mm-hmm. And I have to disassociate from all of that attachment.
Yep. That's why I say, the best defense against that, because obviously the headlines are trying to instill fear, which is going to lower our vibrations, and that's exactly their alternative motive. So I look at it knowing this, and their game plans are getting so old, you can almost predict them 24 hours before they happen. And it's funny. You sit here, and that's the best of, because you put the high energy of a good laugh into it, it's going to dissipate that negative energy. Boom, just like that.
Hey, Harry.
Good morning, Harry.
Good morning, Harry.
Harry.
Good morning, folks.
How are you today?
I'm great.
You look great.
I feel great.
Don't tell him that, Shelley. He'll get a big head now.
Oh.
But that's the best way to fight that negative energy, Kevin. Just laugh at it, because that makes your energy so much higher, and it dissipates that bullshit. And it's like reading a comic book to me. I can't wait to get to my computer this morning and say, well, what's going to be my laugh of the day? Because it is funny if you know what's going on, what the play is, how the script of the play is supposed to unfold.
Yeah.
Harry, did you get that channeling from Lady Nada that I sent to you in Messenger today?
Yes.
Why did you get it? I didn't.
You got it and Shelley didn't, because I sent it to.
Okay, well, I sent you a message back, Dallas. It says resend with a question mark.